Welcome back, dear viewer. We start our February game night on an expedition into the Cloud Peaks. The group searches for Igwilv's lost caverns, and they follow a map provided by Vanyara's master, Elaith. During the party's first camp at the edge of the Alpine where the timber line ends, they review the map. The group decides on watches and the direction they will travel in the Cloud Peaks mountain range over the coming weeks. The ranger Ren and his two associates, an older human male named Ox and a young half-elf lad named Osric, tell the group they are likely to be in this mountain range for over a month. Later that evening, as the group sits around the fire, finishing a fine camp meal served by Osric, Muzahi and Vanyara sense a magical scrying. The elf casts a dispel magic, severing the scrying spell.
I've got a feeling we haven't heard the last from the cowled wizard in Athkatla. Damn it, that is likely to become a problem.
They break camp the next day and hike along an overgrown but likely trail matching the map. The group makes fairly good progress on the ever-deteriorating trail heading upwards. By dark, they are forced to make camp high in the mountains. That night, a Knoll raiding party tries to overrun the group's campsite. The next day, the trail narrows again, high in the Alpine where snow has started to fall. The group is accosted by some hill giants that have prepared an ambush using the terrain to their advantage. The group camps that night with no encounters. They make good time while traveling the next day. They eventually drop out of the Alpine into a hidden valley where they make camp again. Ren notices an old hermit watching the group from a hidden cave opening. Ren offers the hermit a new cloak and tells Osric to prepare the group's meal and include the hermit. During the night, Vanyara is awakened with a feeling of being watched again, and once again she dispels the scrying effects. The next day, Ren scouts 4 possible exits out of the hidden valley. The southern trail is very faint, but it is there and is not shown on Vanyara's map. Soon enough, the party packs up and leaves the hidden valley on the southern trail not shown on their map. The going is a little harder and slower for the adventuring party. Several times the group has to dismount and walk their horses through washed-out trails as they climb steeply upward. Twice during the day, the party catches glimpses of a large dragon, high up at the mountain's peaks, always into the sun where it's hard to spot, and then the dragon disappears behind another peak. As the light of the day begins to fade, the party has put several miles behind them on the precarious trails. The group starts to discuss a camp location, agreeing they need to get off this particularly narrow and steep stretch of trail. A massive blue dragon lands lightly on a ridge 50 feet above the narrow trail. It glares down menacingly at the party.
Well, well, well. Perhaps I could be persuaded into not destroying y'all. For the right offer, of course.
They strike up a deal with the dragon. Muzahi gives up 4,000 gold pieces worth of water-deep bars he has in a dimensional pocket inside his cloak. The group also gives up one of their horses, and the dragon allows them to pass the narrow, treacherous trail. Shortly after, the group finds a camp for the night. No one is happy about the dragon encounter, and Osric cries over his pony, sacrificed to the dragon. The next day is another tough trek on the trail, but near to midday, the group spots the fang of Igwilv that the hermit mentioned. They are feeling closer than ever to the lost caverns and the treasure. Occasionally, during their trek, the dragon can be seen high overhead. Keeping a close eye on the interesting party of adventurers, the party camps near the base of the fang that night. The next day, they follow the faint trail south into a narrow canyon. After following the canyon trail for several miles, the group comes to a cavernous entrance resembling a large, fanged maw.
Thank you for watching part 1 of our February game night. I'll be waiting for the group to come out of the caverns so I can charge them a return tax.